I wonder how much actors get paid to have cameos, because damn, this movie has some cameos. I have to say first, I'm a little sick, so if I sound a little more nasally than usual, I apologize. John Wick director David I don't know. Director David Littke takes his turn at bringing us the mark with the mouth with Deadpool 2. Deadpool returns, this time with X-Force, a funky group of mutants tasked with defending a boy from the time-traveling soldier Cable. That's it. It's pretty straightforward. Now, unlike my Pacific Rim Uprising review, I'm not going to spend the entire video bitching about how it's not as good as the original. Because in this case, I'd say Deadpool 2 is actually better. I feel like after proving themselves with the first Deadpool, that let the writers and producers have even more fun here. Ryan Reynolds' portrayal of Deadpool is so vibrant and automatic, I swear it's the only role he was meant to play. Because honestly, him as anything else isn't very good. Our new character Domino, I must say, is super rad. The way her powers are shown is really slick, and basically everything we need to know about her character is expressed in only a few lines. And you can take that as lazy writing or pure genius. Colossus is always cool, but unfortunately we don't get to see as much of Negasonic like before. If anything, Dopinder has more screen time than she does. Josh Brolin looks amazing as Cable. However, his voice as Cable, unsurprisingly, sounds too much like Thanos. It kind of took me out of his character a bit, because he's talking off screen one frame, and when we cut back, I almost expect to see Thanos as a joke. And Deadpool's jokes can either pile on top of each other, progressively getting funnier, or can just come off as obnoxious to some people. Most of the time, I found it getting funnier, other times, not so much. But you know when an audience is laughing in a theater, and it drowns out the sound of the movie, and you can't hear it anymore? Plenty of moments like that, and it felt good. And of course, so did the fights. This is coming from the guy who did John Wick, so naturally, there are plenty of gun fu moments and lots of neon blood splatters, and Wade is still as sloppy as ever, which leads to a great mix of action and comedy. However, I couldn't help but feel it got redundant at times. There are a few moments where they use certain music cues just to have cool music cues, and it feels a little jarring to me. This, as well as some of the pacing. It'd be slow for one scene, then jump to the next, which made it feel even more jarring. However, any nitpick or complaint you might have can be discarded as saying it fits in the style of this being a Deadpool movie. And indeed it does. Its flaws are only complemented by the fact that this is a Deadpool movie. Because in the end, this is meant for people to watch and have fun. And obviously I did. Like before, this movie knows what it is and makes fun of itself. On top of the jokes, on top of the action, on top of Ryan Reynolds' performance, there are plenty of X-Men callbacks and plenty of surprises. Both for the plot and for fan service, and all of which are great. So of course Deadpool 2 is worth the price of admission. More than once, I'd see it again. It's a great party movie. Bring your friends, if you have any. Because I saw this one alone, like usual. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Deadpool, I'm hella fast. Came to murk the bad guys and get some ass.
You know, my will to live is about as low as my views.